Hi, my name's Diane King, and I'm on here today. I want to share some dreams and experiences that I've had, mostly out of body experiences and astral travels. And I've had since February, I've been having dreams of buildings collapsing, stairways collapsing, and I thought they were more personal to my own life until I had the last collapse that I saw was a huge barn. It collapsed, and a woman came running out, yelling, "We've got to get the cows out! We've got to get the cows out!" And so I ran over there, and I realized that my dog was in there, and she said my dog was in a cage on a leash. And this is a dog that I had that passed away 15 years ago. And so I ran in, and she was trying to get out the cows and some goats. And when I was going in, I saw cow bones, structures, skulls impaled on a fence. And I saw smoke in the air. I heard crackling of the foundation, the all of it, the framework, everything. I could hear it cracking and crumbling. And she says, "You can't go in there, it'll collapse on you." And as soon as she said that, it collapsed fully. And all the dirt and debris went flying up in the air, and we had to run away. And I was very sad about my dog, thinking, my dog was killed in there, and I should have never had her in a cage on a leash, which in life I would never do something like that. And so I left that dream after I woke up, really wondering, what does all this mean for me? And so the next day, my husband was watching the movie Twister, and I noticed the scene very vividly, where they were talking about the finger of God going through, and the big twister. If you haven't watched the movie, it's about storm chasers or tornado chasers. And so they were following this F5 finger of God tornado, and I saw the scene where it went through a barn and the cows went up in the air, and they were twirling around in the tornado, and I thought, oh wow, that was my dream. And I got chills. I was like, my dream was, I've had precognitive dreams before. Some people call them prophetic. I just use the term precognitive. I dream about things before they happen, but usually it pertains to my own life. Um, and this one was very real for me. Being in it felt real. It was like I was in a different reality. And then, so I acknowledged, okay, well, maybe I was just dreaming about seeing the scene in the movie. Then 6 days later, on April 12th, a dairy farm exploded in Texas, and 18,000 cows died in that explosion. One person was injured. They didn't know how the explosion happened. And so when I opened my computer that day on the 12th, and that article was like the first thing that came on my computer. I don't really pay a lot of attention to the news typically, but that really caught my attention. And I personally am not for factory farming at all. I can see how damaging it is to the animals, to the earth, and if we are going to use animal products, we need to at least use them mindfully. And animals should not be suffering. There should not be waste. And this is my own personal belief. I feel very strongly about it. I'm not here to tell people what to do, but use your discernment. So I came out of that dream, and the first thing that I was thinking about was, wow, factory farming is you know, I feel like the finger of God literally came and took that factory farm out, and those cows were taken out of their body, out of their consciousness, or out of their body and their consciousness. I was shown very clearly that God was taking those cows before the explosion happened, but we're being shown on a huge level that we need to stop this because cows are suffering. Um, these female cows are giving birth over and over and over again. They're stuck in these cages, which is symbolic of my dog in a cage on a leash that died in there because she couldn't get out and nobody could get her out. That was the same thing that happened to these cows. And I just feel a lot of energy when I'm talking about this. Because I have not been able to rest until I share this information. I don't know why I've been sitting on it so long. Here it's now October 11th, and it's 4:44 p.m. And that was totally not planned. Anyways, the other thing that came to me was, that the whole dairy thing, the whole factory farming thing, especially with the cows, stood out very strongly to me that there is some deep, dark witchcraft going on for humanity, which I think many people already know this, and there are a lot of people that have no idea. But when we are buying the products and drinking them, and we're basically saying this is okay, and it's actually depleting for the divine feminine energy, it's hurting us, and we're saying this is okay. So there are some structures behind the scenes that are doing these things and saying it's okay. you know let's go ahead and suck the energy out of these people and use them. And I could get into some really deep esoteric information here, and I hesitate. um, but I don't know why I'm doing that, because I really don't care what other people think anymore. I used to think that, people were just going to chastise me, and, I don't care. I'm not even going to allow comments, I think, on this, because I don't know, people just need to think for themselves. But I feel this was a very strong message from God, saying, look what's going on here. Pay attention, people. I mean, the cows, I could go on a whole rant about the cows. The males are being taken off to the slaughterhouses. The mothers aren't able to mother their babies. We're drinking that milk. The milk is stressed out. They homogenize it. They take out all the nutrients. It's not even good for you. If you were drinking milk fresh from a cow that lives on a farm, that's a happy cow, so all the nutrients are there. But once it's been through this whole factory process, there's nothing there for you. And so every time you drink a glass of milk, you're saying, yeah, go ahead, you're stealing my energy. These dark entities, witches, whatever they are, on another plane of existence, are using you. They're using your energy. They're using these cows. It's symbolic. It's highly symbolic of what they're doing. And we need to start saying no. I mean, if you don't want entities and, whatever, sucking on your energy, using you, using your children, because look at it. I mean, we mostly give milk to our kids, right? So we're enslaving him in that witchcraft cycle. I mean, this could go really, really deep. And I don't care if you guys think I'm crazy, because I just know this stuff. I've seen a lot of things. I have a lot of dreams and strange things happening, but this is powerful, you guys. And I'm not calling myself a prophet, and I'm not even truly Christian, even though I love Jesus as an ascended master. I love God. I love this planet. I love animals. I think cows are beautiful creatures. They love to play. They play like dogs. And if you watch how they treat their babies, in nature, they love their babies. They're licking on them all the time. They tend to them. They protect them. The cows, the babies are always right next to them. So, to deprive them of motherhood is just atrocious. And I mean, it's just telling of what's going on in humanity. And as long as we keep allowing these things to occur, I mean, they're taking the male ones away and they're slaughtering them. It's kind of what's happening to humanity. So I'm hoping that I'm sharing some little bit of a wake up call for people. I really tend to be very much an introvert, and I don't like getting on videos and sharing too much, but I had to share this one. I have other ones. I will be sharing them shortly. I've had, like I said, many experiences. So, anyway, I hope that this reaches the right people, and really, my only intention for this planet, for humanity, for the animals, for love, that we can raise up and love each other and take better care of each other and take better care of the earth and take better care of the animals and stop messing it up. I mean, I got one more thing. I walk into Costco. I don't particularly like Costco all that much. I mean, there are good things too that come out of there, but the mindlessness of these hungry ghosts, these people that are just shopping so mindlessly and buying all these things just because it says some great thing on the package and they don't even read the label. They're hurting their kids and they don't even know it. They think they're buying something healthy, but then if you read the label, look at all the crap that's in there. And they're buying a lot of this stuff for their kids. And it's just wrong. And anyway, I love you all. I love everyone. I love this planet. And I hope to see some change coming soon. Thank you. Take care. Namaste.